I don't have any other goal besides winning the championship. Like winning the championship it opens up everything. So for me, it's winning the championship and with the East the way it is, and unfortunately with some of the injuries that's happened, the East is a lot more open than it's even been in previous years. So it's definitely time for certain teams to take that step. And what we've done this offseason and bring in the guys we brought in, you can tell that we want to make some noise this year. And that's what we plan to do, and that's what's going to happen. What's up, y'all? We back at it, another episode from The Point, by your favorite point. Back with my boy, Winston. It's been a minute. Welcome back. What's up, bro?
Glad to be back. Guys, we're live here from Dre's in Las Vegas for NBA Summer League currently. Like you said, it's been a minute, but what you been on, man?
Yeah, nothing, man. It's off season working and out here in Summer League, so been great.
I don't know about you. I know we were talking about it earlier, but the new Superman movie just dropped, and man, I can't wait to go see it.
Oh yeah,
I know that's a big favorite superhero for you.
That's my favorite. I ain't been able to see it yet. We've been out here in Vegas, so I can't wait to get to LA, watch that. I may watch like 2-3 times, so that's definitely a movie I can't wait to see.
And we've got some great music lately too. I know Justin Bieber just dropped his most recent album, Swag. Yeah. Personally a big fan of JB, have been for a long time. You listen to it yet?
Same, yeah, hell yeah.
That go baby, go baby, go baby, go. Yeah.
That's number one right now.
Yeah, that's my number one. I guess we'll get started, man. So, we're in Vegas right now for NBA Summer League. This is super exciting time for all the draftees, draft picks, guys looking to get jobs in the league. The Hawks, they got a good dub yesterday against Miami. You guys got some new additions to the team too. Mm-hmm. Talk about drafting Asa Newell, and then also, some key signings that you guys had this summer.
No, for sure. Yeah, we've had a great big summer. Starting with the draft, obviously drafting Asa. I think an Atlanta kid. Grew up an Atlanta fan, Hawks fan. Went to Montverde for high school, won a whole bunch of championships, and then ended up going to Georgia, and we drafted him this year. And I know he's super excited to play. He's been playing really well in his first few games, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we got with him. And obviously, it's been a big summer with guys we've gotten, and bringing on Nickeil and Luke, and those big wing additions, and then obviously with Kristaps coming to our team, we have definitely a different team going into the season. And to be honest, a team that I've haven't been really a part of going into a season like this before. So I'm super excited. I know the fans are too.
We'll get into free agency in a second, but I want to start with Asa. What about his game already excites you? I know you went to his signing after he was drafted, and he did his press conference and everything like that. But I know you've been in the gym with him a little bit when he's working out. But what about his game are you looking forward to adding to the Hawks' current roster, and then where do you see his game developing?
Yeah, he's already. I already talked to him a little bit when we talked. We talked about how he played at Montverde, played for Coach Boyle. We played for that coach. He's a winner. He's a winning coach. I don't know how many national championships he won in high school, but I'm sure he won a few. So just adding a winner to your program, it only makes your team better. And he's gonna bring a lot to our team. I know a lot of people are comparing him to JC, and with him being able to catch lobs and shoot threes and things like that. But he's going to make his own name and his own mark in this league, and I'm excited that he's a part of our team.
Yeah, it's super unique. I know you mentioned he went to Montverde. That was the same group as Cooper Flagg, Lee McNeely, Derek Queen. Like, that high school roster was pretty loaded.
Yeah.
In terms of that group. But we can switch to free agency. The Hawks made some really big acquisitions and some signs, and like you said, NICKEIL ALEXANDER-WALKER, Luke Kennard, and then trading for Kristaps. So this free agency was definitely a wild one, to say the least, just in general across the league. But the recruitment process of free agents like NICKEIL ALEXANDER-WALKER and Luke Kennard, I know you personally reached out to both of those guys. Did you have a relationship with either of them? And if so, or if not, what was that recruitment conversation or process like for you as a leader of the Hawks?
Yeah, no, I mean, I talked to both of them on the phone. I was able to talk to them. I mean, I've known them for years. I mean, being in this game, you connect with guys throughout the year. So I've known them, both of those guys, for years. But yeah, I reached out to both of them, and we was able to connect. And obviously, they both have options, and but I wanted them on my team, and I know they would make our team better. And so we was able to talk and make it happen. So I'm happy that they're on my team. We made it work.
You know, when that legal tampering period opens up and you as a leader of the team have the opportunity to now essentially help recruit guys, how important is that for you to do that during off season and just let everybody know, like, hey man, like the Hawks are serious. We would love to, you know, have you come join the team and all that.
No, I mean, it's definitely I mean, something that like I've gotten better at over the years. I mean, when you come in as a rookie, you're not really doing that, trying to recruit guys to your team. And even your first few years, when you're trying to make a name for yourself and try to find where your place is in the league, you're not really worried about those kind of things. But now in this point in my career, it's a lot different. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to focus on winning. I'm trying to get back to where I've been before and even further. So it's whatever it takes. Like, it's whatever it takes to help our team be more successful. I'm willing to do, and I think adding these guys just makes our team better, and so why not try to go out there and tell them what I can do for them and what they can do for not only our team but hopefully bring the city its first championship. So I mean, that's the ultimate goal, and that's why you do it as a player and go out and try to help get guys to build your team and be strong.
If you had to just use, you know, a phrase or a word to describe each of those guys' games and what you think they add to your team, we'll start with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Yeah. What would you say?
I mean, Nickeil brings a variety of things to our team. Obviously, a lot of people label him as a defender, a guy that can guard probably 1 through 4, sometimes 5s. But he can score. I think he's an underrated scorer. I feel like this year when he's playing with me, I mean, he's already made leaps as he's gone throughout these years, but I feel like we'll be able to help each other and make the game easier for each other. And I think you'll be able to see a lot more of his offensive game this year. And I've just seen it just being a fan of his game from afar. So I'm looking forward to playing alongside him and us helping each other out.
I agree. I think he hit great shots, especially in the postseason for Minnesota. He run that pick and roll really well, either whether he's looking to score or attack or whatever. So I agree.
Yeah, no, and he does. I mean, he's never running from a matchup. You know what I'm saying? And you come off the bench. I mean, he could start on a lot of teams in this league, but I mean, he's just had to play a role in Minnesota, and he's looking to expand that here for sure.
I agree. Kristaps, what you think he adds?
I mean, Kristaps brings a lot to our team. I mean, for me, first off, I just hope he's healthy. Like, if he's healthy for our team, the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just what he brings to our team, the ability to stretch the floor. I think now I'll be able to get to the basket even easier. I mean, with the bigs not being able to sit in the middle of the paint, you got to guard Kristaps now at the three-point line, and he's a threat. I mean, from the half court up. So you have to be able to watch him, and it opens up driving lanes for everybody, so including myself. So I'm looking forward to playing with him, and I know we're going to both make our lives a lot easier.
Yeah. I think it's crazy because a lot of people, you know, selective memory goes on, especially in basketball. You know, there's a new headline, new thing come out, but there was a reason they called him the unicorn for a reason.
Oh, yeah. No.
The amount of value that he adds to teams when he's on the floor. So.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, if they forgot about it, we're going to bring that back out. So we're going to make sure everybody remembers that.
And then the dead eye, Luke Kennard.
Oh, yeah. When I found out we had a chance to get him, you have to add, like, anytime you can get a guy like him, like, I mean, you go and do it. I mean, he's been one of the best three-point shooters these last few years. I mean, we both have tremendous respect for each other. I mean, every time we played against each other, it seems like we both do well against each other. I don't know what it is, but he can really shoot the ball. I feel like offensively, I mean, he spaces the floor out. He can make plays. He can run the pick and roll too. He can dribble. So he does a lot more than just shoot, and you'll be able to see that too in Atlanta.
Very underrated playmaker, in my opinion. Obviously, everybody knows that he very consistently, top 5 3-point percentage every year, but very underrated playmaker, in my opinion. So I'm excited.
No, for sure. I mean, we got a different roster with different guys, but he's definitely gonna fit right in with Quinn's system, and it's gonna be great for us.
Speaking of different rosters, I know that, and this is just across the business, just in general, but there are a lot of roster changes, whether it be at the trade deadline, in the offseason, whatever. Every single year, it seems like a team starts fresh, whether you win the championship or not. You may have some key guys that you re-sign and all of that. What challenges, especially as a leader of the team, come with roster changes, and how as a leader do you take that responsibility on and make sure you guys are ready to go game one?
Yeah, obviously roster changes, there's always a learning period that goes on when you make a roster change, especially one that's been together for a long time. There's always an adjustment period. But I mean, as a great player, you never want to use that as an excuse neither. Like, you always try to figure out how to make it as fast as a transition as possible. And I think that's the goal for any team or anybody that has a great player and that makes changes on their team. And I feel like that's what we're going to do this year. We're going to try to speed up the process as much as possible to make sure that we're winning games early and getting off to a hot start. That's something that unfortunately I haven't been able to have in Atlanta. To certain things every year, you never want to use excuses, whether it's injuries or other things, but guys missing games, it's never easy. But hopefully health is there for us this year at the beginning of the season, and we're clicking, and that definitely helps your team.
You mentioned health too. I think it's interesting that a lot of times, talking heads get on, the major networks and often reference, teams that get hot or teams that are constructed really well. What I feel like a lot of the time, though, that is glazed over a little bit is health, and how a lot of that, whether it come from prep in the off season or just flat out luck sometimes, is how important and how successful teams are when their entire group is healthy.
Oh yeah, for sure. You look at us this year. When we were healthy, I feel like a lot of teams would say this, and I'm sure we're not the only team that can say this, but when we were healthy and we had Jalen and everybody was there, we were a top 4 or 5 seed. You know what I'm saying? And then Jalen misses 40 plus games, maybe 50 plus games, and it hurts your team. He's a big part of our team, and I know he's gotten back right. He's gonna be ready for the season. I've already talked to him, seen him. He's looking straight, and he's gonna be ready for the season. So, but that's definitely good. That definitely plays a factor in team success.
Overall goals for this season, whether it be for you individually and for your team, what are those goals that you're looking to accomplish this year?
I don't have any other goal besides winning the championship. Like, winning the championship it opens up everything. So for me, it's winning the championship, and with the East the way it is, and unfortunately with some of the injuries that's happened, the East is a lot more open than it's even been in the previous years. So it's definitely time for certain teams to take that step. And what we've done this offseason and bring in the guys we brought in, you can tell that we want to make some noise this year, and that's what we plan to do, and that's what's going to happen.
Like you always say, it's another day, another opportunity. This season is definitely another opportunity. And like you said, the East is wide open this year. So I'm looking forward to this season for you guys. I think it'll be great. Speaking of, winning and capturing a lot of momentum, the W is on fire right now. Women's hoops just in general is on fire right now. From a bird's eye view, what has been the most exciting thing to see this year, specifically with the growth of the W, how much additional viewership it's getting, how much investment it's getting from brands and partners and all those things. And I know you're a hoops junkie just in general, so how excited are you to watch the W continue to grow?
Oh no, it's super exciting. Obviously, everybody see I go to games as much as I can. I already went to 2 this year. I love going to playoff games. Those are, unreal. So I went to a Dallas game already, and then went to Atlanta. I love the W. I think those players can play. Like, I think they don't necessarily get the love from the fans that I feel like they should. But I mean, it's definitely growing. I think just the excitement with everything, with NWSL league, like women's sports in general is just growing. So like the W is right there with it.
Yeah, there's a a phrase that goes around a lot. Everybody's watching women's sports, and now you're finally starting to see like the data is really correlating of like how much additional viewership and publicity these women are getting, and it's so very well deserved. So
for sure, and it's a lot of people. Sorry to cut you off, but I think a lot of people give a lot of credit to Angel and Caitlin too, which they do. They should deserve probably the most credit right now for what they've done, and I mean all the attention that they brought to the game. But it's a lot of other players out here that, I mean, putting up numbers and getting attention from fans that we all love. So.
Speaking of Caitlin Clark, WNBA All-Star is going to be in Indianapolis next weekend. Caitlin was named a captain along with Napheesa Collier. Talk about your relationship with either of them and both of them. In fact, especially as the W is continue to grow.
Oh yeah, I mean I've known Fee since I was in high school. Like obviously her husband, one of my trainers for, I mean, a lot of years. So I've known Fee for many years, and seeing her success at UConn before she's made her success at I mean, in the W has been crazy to see, and so I'm super excited and happy that she's been balling. I went and saw her play Atlanta in the Dream a few weeks ago, and it was crazy to see. And then obviously Caitlin, like everybody, I mean, I think we're the only two that's ever led the country in points and assists in college. So we've got a connection, and we talked when we were in college. One of my friends, Charlie, or our friend, Charlie, called our team.
Oh yeah.
We played at Iowa State. I went down there to watch him play, and Caitlin was down there, and we were able to talk and connect down there, and cause they were playing Iowa, so it was great. So I know both of them really well. Happy for their success.
Absolutely. Speaking of players in the W, two of my favorite ladies down in Atlanta, Ryan Howard and Alicia Gray, were also named All-Stars. Speaking of just the Dream in general, but those two ladies in particular, they're on fire this year. They're playing well. How good is that to see the Atlanta Dream do well for just Atlanta sports in general?
It's great. It's great. I mean, those two are great players. I mean, great representation of the city. And I know they're gonna go out there and represent the A to the fullest out there in Indy. So, I mean, I'm following them years, and Ryan's a really good friend of mine. So I always see her and talk to her anytime we can support each other. So it's always great. Alicia's been having a great season. I think she's starting.
Yeah, she's a starter.
So yeah, it's even better for her. So I'm happy that they're having their success.
Overall, just favorite players to watch. I know we mentioned a few, but any other ladies that you really enjoy watching on the court?
I mean, my sis Asia, she's obviously one of my favorites.
Crushing it.
Always balling. I mean, Paige Becker is balling. There's a lot of players. I'm a fan of everybody. So.
Yeah. I'm also very excited, and I want to hear your thoughts too, especially as we start to get the college age and the high school age. Just high school basketball and just basketball in general is getting such great viewership. But with this rise in popularity for the W, you see ladies like Juju Watkins or Jersey Robinson, who goes to Sierra Canyon. Aaliyah Chavez, who's going to be attending the University of Oklahoma next year.
Yeah.
Where do you see the W continuing to grow, especially as we're starting to see these incredibly talented young women, rise up the ranks?
I mean, it's just like every other sport. Like the evolution and everything is going to continue to get better. I mean, the players now are watching Caitlin and seeing what they're doing and want to just add that to their game and maybe add a little bit of spice. You know what I'm saying? 20 years from now, there's going to be a few, players that play like Caitlin,
right?
Just because of what she's done and the impact she's had on little kids and little girls around the world. So I think that's why the game is always going to grow. It's always going to get better, and I'm not going to be one of them old heads when I'm done playing, hating on the young guys that are, getting better or getting more love for certain things that, we help kind of build. You know what I'm saying? And they've learned from us and just added a little bit of new stuff. So I'm not going to be one of those guys, but I definitely feel like the game, the women's game, is always going to grow because of that reason.
Quick little shift here, but I know, you know, we're back doing a podcast here at Dre's in Las Vegas. We have some big news coming up though for From the Point coming back to Oklahoma. I know, you know, University of Michigan rolls into town against the Sooners the weekend of September 7th, I believe. And we're planning on hosting a From the Point weekend there, which is super exciting. Any information that you can share on the weekend just in general?
Yeah, no, we bring in our second From the Point weekend to Norman, and we're doing it on the biggest weekend of the season in OU Michigan, and it's gonna be a great weekend. We got a whole bunch of stuff. We got pickleball event on Friday. We got a lot of stuff coming. Pickleball. I got some special guests and friends coming in town for the game and for the podcast. We're gonna do on that stuff on Saturday before the game on like a tailgate area, and then go to the game. And then Sunday have a little kids little clinic, and then obviously try to bring some friends and have a little celebrity game afterwards. So gonna have another great weekend with Michigan coming to town. So Jordan brand, it's gonna be representing all weekend. So it's gonna be fun, and I'm looking forward to it.
I feel like you're being a little bit humble about like how significant this weekend is going to be. You know, the Trae Young Family Foundation is doing several amazing things in the community, like you said, hosting youth clinics and camps. You know, some youth mentor sessions, all of those things. So,
no, you're right. I mean, that's why you're here. You mentioned the other stuff that I failed to mention, like the foundation. I mean, and all the stuff that the revenue that we make from it, it goes to that, and just continue to give back and stuff like that. And it's fun. Like, we're gonna interact and make it a fun thing for everybody to be a part of.
Yeah, we really want it to be an experience for people to, you know, not only come and enjoy the game and the festivities, but really experience a whole weekend, have fun, get to know the foundation a little bit and the amazing philanthropic work that you and the Trae Young Family Foundation are doing. So we're really excited for everybody to be there. Again, this is going to be when Michigan comes into town in Norman on the weekend of September 7th. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
Yep, we about to make sure it gets out to everybody, but it's obviously gonna be on my socials, and the Family Foundation, the Trae Young Family Foundation website. There's gonna be some things that come out with the weekend, and so make sure you lock in those dates, the 5th through the 7th, and we got some exciting stuff. Follow, and we gonna make sure you get it.
We've got some great stuff cooking up, so definitely save the date. I'm in Norman, Oklahoma when Michigan rolls into town for the OU football game. So we're excited and we hope to see you guys there. You can find more information for From the Point weekend. Again, it's September 5th, 6th, and 7th on TraeYoungFamilyFoundation.org. Again, that's TraeYoungFamilyFoundation.org for our second annual From the Point weekend. You know, while we're actually here in Vegas, there are some AAU tournaments going on. You're a newer member of the Jordan brand family. I know that was a little bit of shift for you this year, but just overall, what does it mean to be a Jordan brand athlete?
It means a lot. Like, I mean, for me, I played in the EYBL, so I felt, I mean, obviously when I was with the other brand, like, I mean, it was an amazing experience and all that. It was great for me to start out that way, but everybody grows, everybody evolves, and I felt like this was just another evolution for me to evolve and get better. And I think we're growing in the right direction. Obviously, a lot of fans are excited about certain things. Who knows what's to come in the future, but this is a great partnership, and I'm looking forward to many more stuff.
I've been seeing a lot of the Jordan brand in the 11s on your sweaters and your shirts. Need one, by the way, so I can rep.
I got you.
But I know you mentioned a little bit of the EYBL. How full circle has that been to, you know, you were an EYBL kid, now your younger brother Timothy is a member of the EYBL, but also you started Legynds too with Blake Griffin, who's also another Jordan athlete.
I think. Oh, my fault.
No. How has that process been for you? About, I know you had an AAU program, but really incorporating that program into the EYBL with somebody like Blake. You know, just how has that experience been?
I mean, it's been great, man. It's like we both played in the EYBL. we understand how hard it is just to have an EYBL team. Like you don't just get those. You know what I'm saying? Those are earned, and when you have an EYBL team, you have to win. You know what I'm saying? And obviously my little brother's on the team, on the youngest team that we have, and he's gonna continue to grow as the years grow with him. But he knows, just like all the other guys know in my organization, they gotta win. You know what I'm saying? Like, or we're not gonna be a Legends for very long. You know what I'm saying? And me and Blake are making sure that we get the right kids that fit the program, and that we build this the right way. And winning Peach Jam is like winning, you know what I'm saying, a national championship for a college basketball player. So, I mean, it's a big deal having an EYBL team.
And also too, I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily see behind, the program of on the court, but how much time you and Blake have invested, whether it be with kids, whether it be with coaching, whether it be just with overall mentorship about what it means to be a pro, what it means to be a winner.
For sure.
And steps that they can take, as corny as it sounds, but like to eventually become a legend in their own right.
No, for sure. And I think that's like when guys, like when you play for an AAU team, like you want guys that you can look up to, that you can touch, that are in positions or have been in positions that you want to go to. So, I mean, that always makes the transition to any next level easier, having somebody that you can reach out to or talk to that can give you advice that can make your life easier for whatever you need. So yeah, any of these kids, they have me and Blake at their resource. Like, I mean, some teams have one guy, like we got two, you know what I'm saying? So that makes it a plus.
Right. And what an amazing experience that could be as a, young 15, 16 or 17-year-old to not only feel like that you have pros at your disposal that want your best, or that have your best interests at heart, that can give you the resources to whatever it is, take that next step. And you're like, for me, I was a D1 basketball player, but I played Division III, and how important basketball was to propelling me to my next step in life. I can only imagine like how impactful Legends has been to a lot of these kids growing up and having that EYBL experience.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna have an experience. So I know these kids get to play in front of college coaches 24/7 now. So it's definitely an experience.
And I think some people don't remember, but not only did Blake go to OU, but Blake was one of the best kids in the country from Oklahoma. And at the time, we hadn't really seen somebody of Blake's caliber. Kind of in that stint where he was. I think there's a picture that we'll reference here, but I don't know if you're at like a youth camp or a clinic of his, but you look like 11.
Yeah, he definitely treated me like a little kid in that moment. Looking back at it, Blake's funny, man, and he's the comedy that you see how he is off the court or on camera is the same way he is 24/7. So these kids, like, they have two guys that they can reference to that came through the roots from Oklahoma, and I mean got it out and made it out, and they have resources.
Yeah, really excited to see him more on TV this year, especially with the Amazon Prime partnership with the NBA. So really looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, and what's also crazy, I was that kid at the camp too. Like, it was a camp that picture came out, and what's really cool about that is DeAndre Jordan came as like a visitor. And if you've seen, we may show some clips here, but me and DeAndre getting in tussles, and there's a time me and him were just pushing each other and just playing. Yeah. And we both got texts, but we were literally just playing with each other. Yeah. But we've known each other since, he's known me since I was that kid at that camp. And so it's crazy because there's multiple interactions between me and DJ that, like, that's like the big bro now, you know what I'm saying? But he's known me since I was that age. And so that's the thing about this league. And for me, it's even more weird, and I understand why it can be probably more weird for other guys, because I was around these guys when I was a little kid, going to Thunder games and all these guys. And so now that I'm playing, it's like they've had this picture of me since I was a little kid, you know what I'm saying? So maybe when I'm playing, it's a different feel. So I mean, we may not be the bestest of friends off the court because they've seen me as a little kid, but I'm still here. We're in the same league, and it's cool, you know what I'm saying? And that camp was was really the first time I met
Right.
a lot of NBA players. So
And now it's crazy to see that full circle moment of you see guys who are getting drafted now who are, at the EYBL Nike Elite camps or.
and it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing where they have mentors like you and other athletes come in and mentor them throughout the process. To see that full circle moment is pretty sick.
It's tough.
Yeah. As we kind of transition towards just the summer overall, we're about 6 weeks away from camp or so. Now is when guys really start to crank it up, in terms of their prep, getting ready for the season. What do these last 6 weeks or so look like for you as you continue to gear up for training camp? And what are some of the things that you're doing day to day to make sure you're ready to go?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of did my summer differently this year. I don't know why, but I just felt like I just needed to keep training until the season was over, like till the Thunder won the finals. So, I mean, even when the season was over, like, I think I took maybe 2 days off and was like with my family, and we went to Great Wolf Lodge in Atlanta for a few days, and then we went back to Oklahoma, and I was back lifting like that next day.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to stop working out until the finals was over, just because I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, you want to prepare like you're going to play, you know what I'm saying, in those moments and this long into the season. So you don't want to stop training, and then next year we get to this point and my body's not accustomed to working out in this month, you know what I'm saying, or this time. And so this summer I worked out until the finals was over, and then now I'm taking a little bit more of a time off and time of a break, and then I'm gonna kick it back up here soon. But that's a little bit different how I approach it this summer.
Interesting. And when you start to prep your body for what the NBA season holds, what would you say that is the most common misconception about how NBA players get ready to go for those 82 games? Because 82 games is a lot of games, and especially somebody like you, who's, I know, his like one of your main priorities is to make sure you're available for your team.
Yeah.
82 games.
Yeah.
How do you take those steps to make sure you're ready to go, not only for the start but for the full 82?
Yeah, I mean, some of it, I mean, I've been fortunate enough. I'll admit I've had some luck with not getting injured, but I also do take care of my body. Like, I mean, I make sure, like, I mean, especially when we're getting closer to the season, that, I mean, I'm getting more rest. Like, I'm definitely taking care of more of my body, because I know I got to get my mind and everything ready. Because you can't, it's like driving a car after 6 months. You know what I'm saying? It may not start. You can't just not use it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, you got to always constantly do little things here and there throughout the season to make sure, even if you have an off day, like make sure you're getting your stretches and you make sure you get a massage. Like I constantly get massages and things like that on your body. So for me, I would rather be available during the games than anything else. So
Right.
that's my main priority.
So to wrap up the show, we're going to be answering some of you all's questions that you all submitted online to us for Trae. Trae, we'll start with what's a moment from last season that you think about often?
Dang. A moment I think about from us on the run in the in-season tournament, in the Cup, but also like the last few games. I didn't like how we ended. There's definitely a few moments in there that I wish were different. I don't think there's one that stands out. I'm sorry I can't answer that, but I'm just a level.
It's a long season,
No,
so
person.
I feel you. Who's a Hawks teammate that is much funnier than people realize?
Zach. Zach is probably Rook is hilarious. Or Mo Gay. Those two guys are very funny, very like quietly funny. Dyson is too.
Yeah,
Dyson is very
my pick for
yeah,
sure.
Dyson is very, very, very quick with his funniness.
What's your go-to meal throughout the season?
Go-to meal?
Go-to meal.
I'm a big. I mean, it depends. Like if we in cities where Canes is at, I'm getting Canes. It don't matter.
Bro, the
I'm
obsession
on
is
Cane's.
crazy.
And but for me, Chipotle, never can go wrong. Making sure you can get a burrito, you know what I'm saying, a bowl, whatever. Those two things for sure.
What's one move that you've stolen from another player and added to your bag?
I mean, my Sham God. If you don't give Guy Sham God enough credit, you know what I'm saying? I think he just got a new role in Orlando, but that's something that I've had since I was in middle school, high school. So I got to work out with him once when I was in high school, and we've had a great relationship since. So I mean, I don't remember the first time I pulled it in a game. I remember being a kid going to the Y, and yeah, I mean, like, yeah, the Sham guy, like, that was, I seen my dad brought it up. So he showed me the highlight when he did it in college. I think at Providence. So when he did that, I was able to go to the Y and try it on some older guys and see if it worked, and it did. And I've done it against high school, and all the way up to now. So for sure, that's definitely one of my favorite moves.
What's the most underrated skill in today's game?
The most underrated skill.
I think I know mine.
What would you say?
Passing.
Oh, it's definitely a skill that's underrated. But I feel like,
because if you a nasty passer, like, you shouldn't play, in my opinion.
Like, what, you can't, like, if you can't pass?
Yeah, if you can't fundamentally throw somebody like a good pass or make on-time reads or all that, like, you just mess the whole game up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
but some of these guys are 7 foot from block shots, and
don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's an absolute deal breaker, but I feel every person who steps on an NBA floor should have at least a bare minimum of passing ability.
I agree. But my answer to this question, I'd probably say an underrated skill is just common sense. Shit. I think common sense is a skill.
What do you mean by that exactly?
I mean, there's a lot of guys in this league, that are very talented and been skilled their whole life, and that's gotten them to this point. You know what I'm saying? And that's how some guys end up fading out and not end up being able just to stick into the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the guys that have both, the guys that have, you know what I'm saying, the skills with the minds and the savantness to the game, like, you're an unbelievable player. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I think common sense is an underrated skill that, goes unnoticed.
Adaptability too.
For sure.
I think that's, especially as guys start to enter in different parts of their career, maybe they get traded and all of a sudden they're serving a different role on another team. Or, they get older and they have to adopt more of a reserved role, whatever that is. The guys who really, prolong their career are the ones who are very adaptive to their environment.
For sure.
Last question. Who's a player from the 2000s era that you think would shine in today's game, and why?
Who's the players in the 2000s?
AI.
AI was for sure. I don't agree with he would average 40 or 50, like, maybe gassing a little bit, but he would do what he did. You know what I'm saying? He averaged crazy numbers. Like, it's not like it would be any tougher for him or anything like that. But I think obviously guys like a guy like AI, there's a lot of guys, but damn. I'm gonna say Melo.
Oh yeah.
Probably Melo. I feel like Melo, even whenever he's later in his career, he could still play a little bit. He just got older and his body wouldn't let him do what his mind was telling him. So
yeah,
I feel like if he was younger and he was playing in today's game, he would be able to do the same thing.
Like New York, Melo,
Denver.
end of season, or end of Denver tenure, Melo.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
With it. Thank you for the question. That's another episode of From the Point by your favorite point. Till next time.
Thank you again to Dre's in Las Vegas for hosting us. We're super excited for From the Point weekend, the weekend of September 7th in Norman, Oklahoma. Please save the date. Until next time, peace.